Matt, what do you think was the biggest change in the offense going into this year?
I think it's just our comfort level. Overall, I think we've done a great job of really honing in on what we do, focusing on the things that we need to get better at, and I think our confidence level is just going really high. It's a lot higher than it was last year.
How are you different from a year ago?
I think I'm more relaxed. I think I'm more comfortable. Definitely more confident in myself and my teammates, my coaches. So I'm just really excited to get this thing kicked off.
A lot of talk about the system continuity for you for the first time in your college career. What do you notice is really easier for you as far as actually grasping what they want to do now that you've got a second year in the same system?
I think it's just easier just doing the same thing. I mean, I know it sounds pretty simple, but I think that's exactly what it is that every year I've been forced to learn something new or get adjusted to a new coach or get adjusted to a new scheme. And for once, I really got to sit back and say, oh, same people, same scheme, let's get better at it. And so you really get an opportunity to try to master the scheme and learn your coaches, because that learning your coaches is, and them learning you is just as big of a deal as you learning the offense. Because you need to know, especially at the quarterback, it's great to be on the same page with the coaches that we're running drills in practice or we're doing a 2-minute script in practice and coach is calling plays off the hip, he's not going off a script, and so when we get to a 3rd and 6, I know what he's going to call, and I'm thinking in my head, well, what would I want to call? And then he calls it from the sideline, and you see it's that similarity in thought process, so that's really good. So I'm excited about that. I think that's what makes it the most comfortable.
As a guy who likes to create plays, how do you like the tempo lead?
I think it's great. Like Coach said, when you run a lot of plays, you score a lot of points. And so the tempo being up, giving everybody the ability to really get plays, get some playmakers in space. Defense usually can't align as fast. Sometimes you go catch them in their base defense, whatever that is. And so, and then sometimes, when those guys get tired, especially defensively, those guys get tired. And when people get tired, they make mistakes. When people make mistakes, the band starts playing. So that's what we're trying to do.
Coach Morris said during last season and then again in the spring that he would prefer you not having to run as much as you did last year. Do you want to run less, and how hard is it to resist the urge to tuck the ball and take off?
I'm prepared to answer this question every week. I'm prepared to answer it every week. But, I do plan to run less. I said this last year. I don't necessarily plan to run. I mean, when they tell me to run the ball, then I'll run the ball. But just as a quarterback, you like to sit back there and get touched as less as possible. Let your playmakers make plays and let your guys like your James and your Corlin and your Xaviers and your Bradens and Myron, let them go out there. Y'all do that. Y'all go score points and get tackled and do all the time. But I'll sit back there and throw it to y'all. Stuff like that. So as far as one opportunity, I know that I was blessed with the ability to do some things with the ball in my hand sometimes. And so when that time comes about, I just got to be smart. I did learn the hard way with some things last year. And so waking up 3 o'clock in the morning after the game, hurting pretty bad. So I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible this year and just be smart. And I'm happy practicing on sliding. I can't promise you I'll do it every time, but I can promise you that I'll at least think about it on Saturday.
How excited are you about Saturday, first game of the year?
Oh man, foot's tapping. I'm excited. I mean, it's just, it's football. Football's back. I was sitting in my house. I was on the ESPN app. I always tell people that I love football, but I might be a bigger college football fan than I am a player. I sit there and I look at the games that's playing this weekend. I look at my friends that's playing. NFL football is back. I got my games recorded for this Saturday coming up, and so I'm just excited to go out there. We worked so hard. We put in so much work. It was such a hard offseason. It was an offseason where we got together, came together as a team, as family, with love, and so just going out there and playing for something bigger than yourself is always something exciting.
Who are some new receivers and what they bring?
New receivers. Definitely James Prochet. That's a guy I think that everybody's familiar with, but didn't play last year. Phenomenal talent. Speed. Great hands. Great route runner. Ability to make plays after the catch, which is always good. Myron, like Coach said, great player. Really a guy that I signed and dated my name on him probably in June. The work ethic that he showed throughout the spring, In the summertime, I mean, he threw with me every day in the summertime. And so I knew, I was telling the coach, I said, I'm telling you, Myron's going to ball. I'm telling you, he's going to ball. He's like, I believe you. And he came out in camp and has done a heck of a job. And you have your consistency in the guys and your Cortlands, of course. You know, Shelby, Xavier's doing well. Alex Honey's doing well. You know, all those guys right there. So you know what to expect. Austin Rolfe, doing a great job for us. Kevin Thomas is coming along. He's doing a really good job too. And I think that one of the biggest things is everybody's learning. And when you have that comfort in there, like you said, you don't have to go out there and think every time, what do I have? It's more like, okay, I see the signal, boom, this is what I do. And it helps everything run a lot smoother.
How is life different without Chad Parsley on your blind side?
I just don't see number 57. I mean, besides that, I mean, Nick's doing a great job, McCarty's doing a great job of making me feel just as comfortable. Dropping back, like I said, the only thing different is when I break the huddle, I don't see Chad. You know, I see McCarty and I see Nick bumped over a little bit. So he's a great player. He definitely took a hit in the beginning, but like I said, those guys are working extremely hard. And I kind of feel like, remember the Titans, you cannot replace Chad Parsley, but it's true. I mean, as a person, as a player, as a leader, but those guys are stepping up doing a great job. So I'm just as comfortable right there.
Talk about this year's team leadership, besides you as the quarterback.
Our leadership, we have a leadership council of 6 guys, including myself, Darian Malines, Justin Lawler, Evan Brown, Jeremiah Gaines, and Jackson Mitchell. Those guys are doing a great job of really just being the pulse of the team. But I mean, outside of those, we have a lot of great leaders on the team as well. You tend to have a guy who's leading every position group. You have Cortland within the receiver group. Of course, you have some of the guys who are in another position group that are already in the leadership council. But as far as I think everybody's really just taking ownership of the team. And when you have guys that can step out and do the right thing and be accountable and hold each other accountable, it makes the team so much better. We're moving smooth, we're moving fast, and I think the biggest thing is I think we're closer than ever. I can definitely say this team this year is a lot closer than we were last year, and that's something that's exciting, very exciting.
You got your first win of the year last year against North Texas. Obviously, there's new coaches to study for and prepare for, but how much do you look at the film or even just think back to what worked well and what didn't work against them last year?
You watch a little bit, but like Coach said, we're focused on us. We play SMU 12 times this year, and that's what we're focusing on. We're playing SMU 12 times. We have to make sure that we don't beat ourselves. That's something we did a lot last year. So we focus on doing the best that we can do, executing our assignments, being aligned properly, giving relentless effort for however long it takes, and the results will come. And that's what we do. But as far as North Texas, like you said, they have a new coaching staff. You can think about what was good last year, but those players won't be in the same position they were last year because of the new scheme. And because we don't know what the new scheme is, we just have to go out there and focus on us and make sure that we trust that our coaches are going to put us in great positions. And when we see how they play us, they'll make adjustments and we'll move forward.